Same work day?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Well, we're excited to be in March Madness. Our players had an outstanding season this year with 22 wins, tied for second in the Pac-12. Our conference was really good this year, and I thought our players battled a lot of injuries with a variety of players, and we were able to have a very successful season. It's a lot of fun to coach these guys. We had two upperclassmen, Drew and Boogie, here sitting here, and a lot of freshmen and sophomores that did a great job of improving, and we're excited to go compete for a national championship, and it starts with our game on Friday.
Any of you guys get a little anxious there down last region, last couple matchups?
Well, I think we all thought that we deserved to be in the tournament, and it was, since it was the last two bracket and the 10 seed, we thought we'd be a 9, 10, or 11 seed, and ended up being a 10 seed.
Can you guys describe the scene when you found out that you would be going to March Madness?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great. And, everyone starts at game one now. It's a complete start over regardless of who you play, and we're really excited to get our shot at it. And with all that we've proven this year, being able to get that matchup's great, and we're gonna be ready to go come Friday.
There was a possibility after that Florida Gulf Coast game that this season could have gone very differently. How did you guys kind of keep the focus and not allow things to spiral and make it to this point?
Just staying together. In any season there's wins and losses. We told each other we still had a lot of basketball left. We're not gonna let this one game define us. And I felt like Coach Andy believed in us, and we turned it around.
Coach, do you feel like playing Michigan State's going to be a good preview for what's to come with the Big Ten?
I haven't even thought of that, but I guess they are a Big Ten team. They're a great program, and we haven't watched them play this year, so if you judge on the past, they're an outstanding team and program with great coaches, and we're looking forward to playing them.
Do you have any personal history or connection with Tom Izzo?
I just know him personally through being in the business and through the Nike trips that we take, and I see him on the road a lot recruiting. He's extremely friendly, great coach, obviously a Hall of Fame coach, and one of the best in the business, so looking forward to seeing him.
Andy, this is just the second time in school history that this program has made it to the tournament 3 straight years in a row. What does that mean just in general for the consistency you guys are building?
Well, it's a credit to these guys sitting next to me and their teammates. Drew's been here with Boogie 2 years. They played in the tournament. Actually, all 3 of these guys. We have a lot of players that haven't played in the NCAA tournament on our team as well, so it'll be fun. It's a great experience, and I think the difference is each team is unique. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, we would have been in the tournament, but it was canceled, 22-9 with Onyeka and Jonah and Nick. But then the Elite 8 year with Evan, Mobley, and a lot of transfers, it was a completely different team than last year's team, and they were really different than this year's team. So I think it's, as a coaching staff, we've enjoyed coaching all of those teams, all been very successful, and this team is a little unique because with 2 experienced players, Drew and Boogie, coming into the year, we didn't know what to expect, and they improved dramatically, and we're very proud of them.
Kobe, Drew, going to get to play in the Midwest for this first round. Just feel like you might have a lot of family at this game?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of my family are going to want to be there, so of course I'm going to give them that experience to come watch me play. But, it's just always fun to go back to where I used to play a lot, so it should be a fun matchup.
Yeah, it's fun, especially 2 years ago. Obviously, we were in Indianapolis, and now back to Columbus. We'll get a lot of people we know out there, and it'll be exciting. I was like being back home, like Kobe said.
Yeah, I don't know how many players have played in 3 straight tournaments at USC, but this will be Drew's 3rd with us, so it's he's 3 for 3.
Drew, how was your experience, playing in the tournament 3 years in a row? How do you think that's going to affect the players that are going to be playing around you?
It's great. It's great to have that experience, and like the other 2 guys sitting up here, having played here before, and we have a few guys that kind of explain how it works and kind of the jitters and all that stuff, and it's great to be part of a program that's continuing to build and continuing to prove consistency, and we're hoping to make another run like we have in the past. So it's going to be an exciting time come Friday.
Drew, how's your back doing just in general?
Better. It's good. I'll be 100% by Friday, especially it's good getting that later draw. But I'll be ready to go, and I'm looking to fully practice this week, and it's good. It's good timing to kind of get back 100%.
And Coach, how's Vince doing?
Vince is progressing. He has a back injury as well, and he is day to day. We're hopeful he'll play on Friday, but that's not my decision. That's really Vince and the doctors.
Coach, are you concerned with the strategic, I guess, adjustments that you have to make playing outside of Pac-12, or does that even, I know you kind of answered it by saying that doesn't even come to your mind right now, but.
I think you just have to worry about your own team. We have to prepare this week to become the best team we can on Friday, and it doesn't matter who you're playing. Michigan State's a quality opponent, just like everybody else in March Madness. That's why they're there. The Big Ten is, we're going there in 2 years, and this is a Big Ten team. A lot of people say the style of basketball is different. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think every team has their own unique style. There's strengths and weaknesses on our team. There's strengths and weaknesses on every other team in this tournament. So we'll try to play to our strengths, just like Michigan State will, and we'll prepare like we do any other game, whether it's a conference game or out of conference.
I know you guys just found out you're playing Michigan State, but do you guys know anything about them at all, or have any connections?
I personally haven't seen a Michigan State game this year. I'm not sure if these guys have.
I mean, I've seen a couple of their guards play. I know a couple of their guards, so I'm excited to play against them.
Yeah, watched them a few times, but I know they're a good team. Going to come out, got to play like they're going to be a good team, so not too worried, but also going to put in the work to beat them.
Kobe and Boogie, do you guys feel as though there's going to be a major style that you have to adjust to playing outside the Pac-12, or usually is like the coach said, even though each team brings their own unique style to it, at the end of the day, it's still basketball. Is that how you look at it, or do you feel like you have to make it?
Oh yeah, that's definitely how I look at it. I mean, they gotta adjust to us as well. So I feel like we play a pretty fast up-tempo game, and they kind of play a little bit slower. But I mean, we're excited and we're ready for the challenge.
Yeah, like Boogie said, we're not going to change the way we play, so we're just going to come out, still play the way that we're playing, and make adjustments, of course, to how they're playing and how they move offensively, but also focus on us.
Coach, what are you going to be working on this week to get your team better?
First, we have to get healthy. I think last week and a half we have not been 100%. And I think it showed. We were able to beat Arizona State at home on Saturday with Drew not playing very well, and his back's been bothering him, and then Vince being out. And this past week, Reese and Josh missed 3 days of practice each, so we haven't really practiced in over a week. So we need to get back to some of the basics the next few days and work on our defensive schemes, work on our offense, and just get back into the flow of how we were playing before we had some of these injuries.
Drew, just how compromised did you feel with the back injury?
It progressively got better as since the Arizona game when it first kind of sparked up. But it was definitely affecting me. One of the worst parts is just being out of practice over the last couple of weeks. Not getting to play live every day and stuff like that. But I'll be ready to go this week, and I'm excited to get back at it. Especially, my coach said to have the whole team, guys like Reese and Josh and stuff like that, back at it. So we're excited to it's win or go home now. So it's all cards on the table, and we're going to be ready to go regardless.
For any of the players, you guys lost in the first round against Miami last year. How do you guys reflect on that game now, and how do you think that experience will help you come Friday?
Definitely. I felt like last year we came out a little bit flat. We were kind of nervous a little bit, but I feel like Drew's been through it. I've been through it. So I mean, we're experienced now. We're 1 year older. I feel like we're a better team. Drew got better. I got better. Everybody got better. Kobe got better, and Reese and everybody just improved this whole entire year. So I feel like we're ready for the challenge, and I'm excited. This is me and Drew's last go around, so it means a lot to us. So we got to come out and do what we do. It's one to go home now.
Coach, do you think the Pac-12 is treated fairly?
Well, we have 4 teams in, and I think the right 4 teams made it. if you look around the country, it's hard to compare yourself because everybody plays a different schedule. And some of the metrics, like the net, is there are specific teams and conferences that kind of can game the net a little bit and get a high net with a variety of teams in a conference, and when they play each other, that no one ever goes down because they just play high net games all season. So I think, as Drew said earlier, once you're in March Madness, it is you throw all that out. It doesn't matter what your conference record was, what your net ranking was. It just matters about how you prepare and play in your first game to move on, and game by game after that. So that's the exciting part of March Madness. As far as our conference goes, I think you saw UCLA and Arizona are 2 seeds. They're outstanding. Arizona State made it. I said when we played them, they're extremely talented, as good as any team we played as far as their capabilities offensively. And the rest of our league, I think, really improved throughout the season. So teams like Arizona or Oregon and Washington State and some of these other teams that start out the year with a few losses really improved throughout the season, and they were tough to play in the second half of January and February. So the conference as a whole, I think, probably deserved 4 teams from looking at it, and we got 4 teams in, and I think moving forward that we'll be rooting for other Pac-12 teams. I hope they do well, and we'll go from there.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you.